This segment is sponsored by Dominion Energy. Arlington County has approved a partnership with Dominion Energy to purchase power from a solar farm in Southern Virginia. Amazon is purchasing the rest of the electricity that is produced at that solar farm. This is a major step for fulfilling their promises to rely fully on renewable energy. Dominion Energy will build, own, and operate the shared site in Pennsylvania County, Virginia. And joining me now, we have Diane Corsello. She is the Business Development Director at Dominion Energy, along with Libby Garvey. She is the Chair of the Arlington County Board. Ladies, welcome to Great Day, Washington.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is great. We hear so much about we need to find some other source of electricity and power. Why is solar so important to Dominion specifically?
Well, sure. So Dominion is very interested in reducing its carbon emissions, and we're very excited that in this opportunity with Arlington, they will be doing the same. So we will be supporting their community energy plan.
Yeah, Libby, I know for Dominion, for the partnership with Arlington County, it was approved unanimously, right?
Oh, yeah.
Why do you think it just went through without any question?
Well, you know, we first adopted a community energy plan in 2013. Then we renewed it in 2019, just last fall, and we set some goals. So one of the goals was to be, totally using renewable energy by 2025.
Wow.
Totally, 100%.
Wow.
And we're not quite sure how we're going to get there, and that's not far away.
No.
And with this agreement, we're at 80% now, which brings us a
Wow.
tremendous way to our goal.
Yes.
And so it was really a win-win. We had to work it out a little bit and make sure. One of our concerns was, are we going to be harming the environment in Pennsylvania County, to supposedly help the environment? Because sometimes that can happen. And it's pretty important to make sure that you don't harm the environment while trying to help the environment. And we were actually very reassured by Dominion's, your regulations and how you do things.
Right,
Which are good. Maybe you want to talk about that a little bit.
Well, you mentioned Pennsylvania County as well. That's like hundreds of miles away. How does that partnership work?
Yeah, almost to North Carolina.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
right.
So it is in Southern Virginia, and it's just a very good location for us to put this large solar facility. So this will be 120 megawatts, and actually a portion of it will serve Arlington County. 38 megawatts will serve Arlington County, and the remainder will be for Amazon. So just as an order of magnitude, 120 megawatts will serve about 30,000 homes when the sun is shining. But of course, this is going to be serving the government offices and the buildings in Arlington County. So yes, we have a very good partnership with Pennsylvania County. When we build this facility, will be 250 jobs during construction.
Wow.
So there are a lot of benefits to their county. We're working with them. We have a permit that allows us to build this facility in their county, and they have a lot of solar down there. So they're planning on building a lot of solar, and this brings us economies of scale, so we can provide pricing that works for Arlington County by building a large facility and actually sharing it with multiple off-takers.
You bring up pricing. I know people at home will say, are my bills with Dominion going to go up? Am I going to have to pay the county more to use solar? Is this going to impact people?
So for us, it's revenue neutral, which is great, which is absolutely great. I want to return just a little bit to the point, because we were wondering about, so how's this going to really affect Pennsylvania County? And there have been a lot of fields that farmers aren't farming right now, and they're just sitting there. And so and they also have, as I was mentioning, they don't just like build it and let the dirt run into the rivers and things, which can happen sometimes. They're very careful about making sure the environment is protected and planting, vegetation around the solar farm and making the solar farm itself environmentally friendly to Pennsylvania County, and it's part of their economic development plan. So we're kind of working together and partnering with our friends almost to North Carolina, and I think that's really cool.
Right, excellent. Yeah. Any change for Dominion, talking about the ratepayers?
Right, I would just like to make it clear that this is a dedicated facility, so there will be no impact to all of our other customers. This dedicated facility is just for Arlington and also for Amazon.
Something else that's interesting about the solar, you talk about the grid a lot, and that on the sunny days you're going to be collecting a lot of electricity that we can use on those rainy days when you don't see as much.
Yeah, well,
Storing is an issue still.
Solar does generate, even on some cloudy days. Certainly, you must have the sun. The sun is the fuel source, so we must have sun to generate electricity on a solar facility. But in the future, we are looking at storage, battery storage, and other types of storage that will actually be able to generate, save the electricity and then provide that at nighttime.
To have it as
One
storage.
of the cool storage things I've heard that you have is that when the solar's going, they pump water up, and then when it's dark at night, the water falls down and creates electricity. And that's a way of storing power. Is
I
that cool?
had no idea. I feel like
Isn't that
we're
cool?
just beginning this
Yeah, it's
conversation
pretty
too,
cool.
right? Like there's so much to go. Ladies, thank you so much for being here today. Again, for more information, you can always visit dominionenergy.com.